everybody. It's New Year's Day. No hangover for me. I don't get involved in the New Year's Eve shenanigans. It's never done anything for me. But it's a day off work. It's a chance for a leisurely breakfast. Nice strong coffee. And a bit of time to do the first knife review of 2013. Now this knife is one I've had for a few months. I first saw it on the Heine Haynes website back in about June. It wasn't available for a while, and I was dithering about whether I should get one or not when it did become available. And just about the time that it did, Tough Thumbs got one, and he was on the point of giving up on Boker because he wasn't happy with their quality control. But he did a few comments on his first impressions which were very positive, so that made me mind up and I got one. And it's not the usual sort of traditional style that I go for, but when I saw it, it just looked like a really nice little fun pocket knife. So this is the Boker Plus Nano, which we'll have a look at now. Okay, so here we have the Boker Plus Nano. This is a mass-produced version of a custom knife by a chap called David Curtis, and the real thing would cost you £300–400 depending what spec. This is, or was, I think £38 or £39. The design is very close indeed to the original custom, but it doesn't use the premium materials. For example, the handle scale is Zytel and the blade is 440C, whereas on the custom version, I think from memory, and I should have checked this I suppose, but I think from memory he uses CPM 154 mostly. Specs on the knife, I'd say the blade's 440C. From the point to the nearest part of the handle, it's 47mm at 1 7/8, although in a straight line it's 2 inches, just sort of 50mm. The thickness is 3mm, and you can see a good stretch of jimping on the blade there. The overall length is 119mm, 4 3/4 inches, and the weight is 83 grams, which is a shade under 3 ounces, 2.93 I think. So as you can see, on the blade there, under all the greasy marks, is the Curtis Knives logo. We've got a frame lock, and this is a very fine cutout on the pocket clip. I'm assuming that's water jet, which you wouldn't expect on a knife of this price. When you see this advertised, you do tend to get the impression that the green scale glows. It does look quite what's the word? I can't think of the word now, but it doesn't anyway. It's quite a nice sort of lime green, almost a toxic green, and we've got the hex bolts there holding it together. There is the large thumb hole there, but for me, I think the knife is a little bit too short to be comfortable one-handed opening. You can sort of do it, but it's a struggle. However, it's a really nice little pocket knife, I think. It's very well made. The fit and finish is excellent. I've not found any flaws with it at all. About a 50% lockup, and the factory edge is really rather good. When you're doing a cut test with a short blade and trying to do a long cut, it is quite easy to get caught out just because it's a short blade. But as you can see there, that's lovely. As smooth as you like. And yes, if we're honest, 440C isn't a top performing steel anymore, but it's perfectly acceptable on an ordinary everyday blade. It's going to be easy to maintain. It's got a good edge to start with, so you're onto a winner there. And it does take a good edge. You can keep it tickled up, it's not a problem. When you close the blade centering is spot on. The action's nice and smooth, clicks into place very well. So overall, I think this is well worth 40 quid. As you can see, the open pillar construction, just with the straight standoffs. The tip of the blade just tucks nicely between the scales. I'm assuming that this is an individual serial number on the back there, but I don't know, I've not been able to confirm that. Only a 3-finger grip, just about, and there's no lanyard hole, so you won't get any extra on the end. But it's only a 2-inch blade, you know, you're not going to be chopping trees down with this, it's just a little pocket knife. And I think it's a lovely bit of fun. So I'll just show you a few close-ups at the end, and you can make your mind up yourselves, but I think that's a little cracker from Boker Plus. So I hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.